All right, we're here. One Piece chapter 1085. It was a special one, I would say.
A little bit special.
It was a different way of being special because it's given us some of the more anticipated stuff we've been waiting for. Emu, the Gorosei, answering questions, but also giving us 10 more. Because, okay, is Emu strong? I think this chapter kind of answered that.
It definitely answered that one.
Are the Gorosei fighters? Right? I think by the fact that they all pulled out, well, most of them pulled out guns. But here's a question I asked.
What's up?
Why do they have guns?
I have zero clue. If I wanted to be logical about this, a lot of people like reeled me back and they said maybe they have guns because they didn't think they would need anything more for King Cobra. Why would they use energy to transform on a guy in a wheelchair? And I said, you know what? That's a very fair point. So maybe they just have the blicky on them.
Here's my thing.
What's up?
Either okay. Do you think they always have guns, or they just brought the guns for this occasion?
They knew about this meeting beforehand,
right?
So maybe they had these. Maybe they bought the guns just for this one occasion.
Because Gandhi just pulled out his sword.
No, Gandhi he whipped out the sword.
Yeah, he had a sword. He didn't have a gun.
Yeah, he didn't have a gun.
So that means like he always has a sword on him. So does that mean they always have their blickies on them as well?
It has to be something like that, right? But here's the thing: do you think these blickies are special?
No, I don't think they have candy bullets.
No candy bullets, no flower bullets, no sea stone?
No, just regular. So here's my issue, right? Here's my issue with this thing.
What's up?
They have guns, right? And I'm going to assume that they only had guns because of Cobra. Because for any other reason for them having guns, it is so silly when you think of the premise.
I know.
Anyone that gets that far that can threaten them, guns aren't doing a thing to them.
No, nothing.
Nothing. So you having a gun as the Gorosei, it is so useless except for this very specific scenario. Because if Shanks pulls up and Shanks wants to fight you, a gun isn't stopping that, bro.
Hear me out, though.
Unless it has candy bullets.
Somebody made a connection. I'm like, you know what? This could be solid. But they said Doflamingo had a gun, though. Blackbeard has guns. And I'm like, you know what? That's fair.
But Dofi's disrespectful.
Yeah. It's a disrespectful gunplay, right?
Yeah.
It's the finisher. It's the finisher. It's like the Mortal Kombat fatality.
Because remember Dofi, the sick bastard that he is, he used lead bullets.
Yeah. And not to mention, it's the same gun throughout, 15 years. He's like, hey, this is the same gun I killed Korra with. Like, I'm going to kill you with this, too.
It's disrespect.
Dofi's wild.
It's disrespect, okay?
His gun had meaning.
Come on, it's a lot more meaning behind it. Blackbeard, he's just the prototypical part. He wants to have guns and rings and whores. That's just his thing.
And he has 3 guns. I don't know how he's going to hold the third one, but...
I don't know, unless he,
that's wild.
He's 3 people in one, like we speculate, then maybe he's another person.
He grows like a third arm just for that gun.
Yeah, Luffy can do it. Why not Blackbeard?
And you know what? The funniest part is that people are like, well, why are people paying attention to the guns? Like, why do the guns matter? Everybody has guns. But it's like, bro, imagine the Straw Hats pull up to a fight. And they just, like, Luffy whips out a gun, Zoro whips out a gun, like, Sanji whips one out, like... You gotta admit, it's a little bit silly.
It's especially silly considering that they all have powers there.
Yeah. No, that's what I said. I was like, bro, if I didn't know that they had powers, I would look at this panel, I would laugh. I burst out laughing.
Like they have powers. They did not need these guns. And the fact that like Gandhi pulled out his sword and not a gun as well is like, what? Like this guy's in a wheelchair. But I guess this is them showing their loyalty to him. Like, yo, we're willing to kill for you, man. It doesn't matter if somebody says something disparaging, we're willing to kill for you, bro.
Even a king of a different nation, we would just straight up slaughter him,
shoot him dead right there.
Yeah.
But we're here to talk about the Gorosei and speculate about their powers.
Yeah, no, we'll speculate. What are you talking about? You have the thumbnail that perfectly depicts every single one of them.
Yes, I think that is the canon coloring that has not been released yet. So guys, I apologize for spoiling you.
Yeah, if you guys keep up with Japanese news, Oda had his house broken into and they stole this photo.
That specific one. But that was the only photo they stole, by the way. Everything else
just
they
this
left.
one. Just this one.
They had there was a photo of the Gorosei and their transformations and the One Piece. They took the photo of the Gorosei, so that just shows you how important
they said,
this
forget
is.
the One Piece. We're gonna take this thumbnail. Rago needs a thumbnail for his video, and here we go.
Hey, I had to send my people in, and they did good work.
Yeah.
Before we talk about their powers, though, what do you think about the theory that Nefertari D. Lily is Zunisha?
I'm not a fan of it.
Why do you hate it?
I can see it, and it makes sense because Zunisha said they made a mistake. And every logical fallacy just connects. It's like, okay, this works, this works, this works, but it's like Man Ray telling like Patrick, I don't like it. It's not mine.
Yeah. I don't know. I don't know if I'm kind of indifferent towards it. I think it'd be interesting, right? Considering that if that happened to Lily, did not kill Lily, but just punished her to walk for 1,000 years. But then the timeline is kind of weird because
It's
of
weird.
when all of it happened. Zunisha apparently has been walking for 1,000 years, right? If I remember correctly.
1,000 years.
1,000 years, right?
Before the Void Century.
Before the Void. So it feels like this stuff is it like, does it match up? Because isn't this 800 years ago? And that was 1,000 years ago. So does that work? Or, I mean, are we looking too much into it? I don't know.
Yeah, the thing is, people say that it was a rumor that they walked 1,000 years, so the timeline could be really scuffed because Law's the one who said it in the first place. And I could see that. And like I said, like I could see why this theory would work.
Yeah.
I personally am just not a fan. But if it turns out to be the case, like that's, cool by me. But I just feel like Zunisha and Lily should be separate people. And especially the way Eam like talks about like Nefertari D. Lily, like he's wondering, or he or she is wondering like what their middle name is, and they're asking Cobra questions.
Yeah.
It feels like he doesn't know the full context.
Yeah.
So I don't know. Like it feels like Lily died before Imu got the answers they wanted.
Yeah, it's really interesting because I'm looking here and it's saying for Zunisha, it says 800 years ago Zunisha committed a crime.
Oh, stop. Don't hit me with the correct timeline. Hey. Don't hit me with the correct timeline.
That's I'm like, wait, am I reading too much into this? Yeah.
I feel
wait.
like Zunisha's the obvious
No,
answer.
that's what Momonosuke says. He says, indeed a companion of Joy Boy who committed a crime 800 years ago.
Ooh, yeah, no, this could be... Well, okay, but if that's the case then somebody turned Lily into an elephant.
Well, we see here the Gorosei is a hippo and an ox. Is it crazy that Im could turn Lily into an elephant as well?
I guess not. If Emu's like Mother Nature, like the creator of a lot of devil fruits, I guess it wouldn't be super insane.
Here's
if
what I
Emu
think
did
Im
this.
is. You know what I think Im is?
What's up?
The devil fruit.
I like that.
I
Like
think-
a devil fruit. or
Exactly.
like- yeah.
Yeah.
No, I'm down with that. You see that tail that hits
That's
Cobra?
what I'm saying, bro.
It looks dead ass.
That's what I'm saying.
It looks like a devil's tail,
It's a
right?
devil's tail. It looks like a devil's
yes,
tail.
thank you. Some people don't see it. They're like, no, that's an arrow. Like, bro,
I see a
you
devil
did not
tail,
go with
bro.
cartoons. This is
They
a
didn't
cartoon.
watch enough. They didn't watch enough cartoons.
No, they didn't.
They got to go
didn't.
back and watch Tom and Jerry and stuff. It looks like a devil's tail. That's what it stuck out to me. And here's a different twist, right? Because I think the Zunisha and Momonosuke thing, now going back and looking at like what Momonosuke said in the timeline, and I feel like I want to work on an actual theory about that because it's so interesting. Because it's so vague. Oh, it's a companion of Joy Boy. It makes a lot of sense, right? And this person is if this person is secretly working with Joy Boy and being a king as well or a queen as well. Of course, they're working behind the scenes trying to get all these things together to scatter the poneglyphs, and then they get punished by Im and sentenced to walk for 1,000 years, which is
I would stop walking. Let me tell you.
yeah. At some point, I'm like, just kill me, bro. I'm telling Jack, just take me out, bro. It's not. I'm not gonna do anything to you.
Yeah,
Just take
Jack
me out.
shows up to Zoe. I'm like rooting for him.
I'm like, right, come
Woo!
on, let's go,
Yeah, Jack.
You know what I'm
Do
saying?
it, man. Yeah.
But here's a different perspective. I think more than likely the Gorosei all have their own devil fruit powers. But what if, have you seen Magi?
Yeah, I have.
And,
a long time ago.
For Magi, if you remember, their powers, the powers of the subordinates is based off of the leader. And
You think it's like that?
maybe the Gorosei, their power is connected to M, and M bestowed their powers because they have the devil fruit.
I like this theory a lot because it goes back to what Vegapunk said, where Vegapunk was like, hey, Mother Nature hates devil fruits and the existence of them, so they have the ire of Mother Nature, so they end up sinking in water.
Yeah.
So if that exists, if devil fruits exists and Mother Nature hates it, I feel like there has to be something that Mother Nature likes. And maybe it's this kind of power that the Gorosei have. So I'm a huge fan of that idea.
But imagine
and it would add another tier to like power scaling.
It would. But imagine if the god of this world is the devil.
That would be so cool.
I'd be like a very cool twist.
Sabo says that too, right? Like, hey, like there's no way I knew that it could have looked like hell.
Right. He said there's diabolical truth at the pinnacle of the world. I mean, this chapter, there are a few panels here where it does not feel like One Piece. Like it feels like something way more sinister. And I like the feeling of it. Just that panel where Sabo's running away. It's almost like if he's trying to escape hell, right? And you got the eyes of him and then the demons surrounding him trying to get him. It just feels like what the more modernized, westernized version of hell seems to be. And
it's like Guts escaping the eclipse.
Yes, exactly. Exactly what it seems like. So yeah, more than likely they have devil fruit powers. I think that makes the most sense, even like with the blonde Gorosei having the sash and all that they seem to be awakened Zoans, right? And that seems to be your mythical Zoans. And that seems to be the meta.
So you're if I had to ask you, are these devil fruits, what would your answer be?
I would say yes.
Yeah?
I would say yes. I would say that makes the most sense. I'm hoping for something different, that all these powers are bestowed by M. But I think the easiest way, because if Oda does that, that's introducing a whole new power, right? And
in the final saga,
where a devil fruit can give powers to subordinates. So it makes sense if they have their own mythical Zoans. And I always predicted these people are like former leaders of their former countries anyway. And some of these portrayals seem to be of like ancient legends, right? Even the one Gorosei looks like Onigashima. One of them looks like the crest of the Kozuki. And one of them looks like ectoplasm from My Hero Academia. So it's very interesting where
two One Piece connections and then one My Hero connection. Nice. I was like, I got the first two right. Like I'm like, okay, Onigashima, Kozuki, dope. I was like, where's the third one at? And then you said ectoplasm.
I don't even know if that's his name.
You just threw that in. You just threw that in.
Wait, that is his name. His name is Ectoplasm. He does look like him, though.
He does.
He does look like him.
Hey, I'll give you that. It was solid,
but
it's not One Piece.
And then, but the power that, for Imu is interesting because it does remind me of the devil. But then people are talking about it could be like pride from, not like exactly like it, but pride from FMAB. We're just a shapeshifter in some way. But the thing about it that makes this amazing is that one is telling me that more fights are going to be there for the Straw Hats at the end. Because I don't think necessarily, I don't think Luffy's going to be fighting the Gorosei. Right?
No.
I don't think so. I think there could be fights for either the other Straw Hats or allies of the Straw Hats. Because we know they're going to have powerful allies, more than likely. If Shanks dies, if he doesn't, then, he's going to be there as well, aiding. Sabo's going to be there, probably fighting a Kaido dragon, right? You think Kaido and Big Mom are going to be at the final war?
I think so. It's a hot take. I actually think Kaido, maybe not Big Mom, but I think Kaido might help Luffy. Not like Luffy, my best friend. Not like that.
But Joy Boy?
I think Kaido could be like, you know what? I'm going to side with Joy Boy.
I think Kaido and I think King for sure. Time. Kaido and King for sure. Based on King's initial goal, right? He thought Kaido was Joy Boy, right? But
we know Kaido respects power.
Right.
If somebody beat Kaido and then Kaido will follow them. I feel like he would. It's in his character.
I think he'd support them. But that's the thing. We'll figure out where the hell Kaido is at this point,
Yeah. in a volcano.
Yeah, just chilling.
Rest in peace, man.
Just chilling. But I do think at this point with M and the powers being a shapeshifter, it makes things amazing for the final saga, final fight, because right now Luffy is technically somewhat of a shapeshifter himself, right? Where he can morph into anything. It's all about creativity for him. And if M is the same thing, based on what M did in this chapter, M just, okay. I was talking to some of my friends about this and it was like, okay, Sabo sent a Fire Fist, right? And then he did the Rook check on the Gorosei. M could have done anything else. He just ate the fire. Literally just ate it.
Yeah, he could have tanked it. I mean, the Gorosei tanked it, right?
Right.
M didn't have to eat.
He didn't have to do. I think that's a show of like, come on.
It's the personality shining, man.
Yeah. I think it's just a show of power and showing that. I think Oda set a bar, right? And for a long time, it was like the pinnacle of the world, and these are the people that protect the world government in the admirals. In 2 or 3 chapters, Oda showed us that not only do we have the admirals, we have the Holy Knights that Dragon was super worried about just as much, if not more, than the admirals. And each of the Gorosei have what we presume to be mythical devil fruits, and Imu is a combatant, him or herself.
And somehow this is the final saga that's going to end in 2 to 3 years.
And mind you, this does not even include the power of the Seraphim that they have. And the possible ancient weapon and what happened to Lelouchia. So when you think about it, for a long time, I think the question was, how the world government still in power? They're so incompetent. But when you have the admirals, certain vice admirals, right? And you have holy knights, warlords, now Seraphim, and the Gorosei being this strong, and M, and the power to wipe out a city, it's scary. Because say you're Yonko and you know about this, right? And you're not confident you can wipe out all of this to prevent things. Let's say you're Whitebeard and you're protecting a certain island. You're like,
what are you really protecting it, right? Like
you can't protect
like, are you doing anything?
You can't. So it's best to just stay on your side and protect your territory and let them do their thing, because they're just too strong.
People have been predicting, like, what would Kaido do here? Would Kaido get hit by that tail and have the same reaction as Sabo? Would Whitebeard have the same reaction? Would they do better? And it's like, yeah, they might do better.
They'll do better.
But they wouldn't win. Like, they wouldn't win this scenario, right?
I don't think Kaido's stronger than him.
I really don't think Kaido's stronger than him.
Yeah, I think in this scenario, Kaido definitely does more damage because he's a monster. And I don't think the Gorosei is stronger than Kaido. I don't think so. But again, these
all together, though.
All together, it might be tough. It might be tough.
Yeah.
Because we have to see. Because, bro, it's so many things being established right now, right? Because they're old men. And I think the perception in the community.
I love the way you throw that out. Right? They're old men.
That's the thing, right? We have there's one young guy in there, so he should probably still be in his prime.
A young guy in like his 50s.
There's one young guy in there, right? We don't know how old these people are, but
he's not that old.
Maybe he dyes his hair. We don't know. But there's one perceived young guy, good hair, all that. He seems to be a younger guy.
He's still blonde for
still
now.
Still blonde. But there's so many things being established because in the community, I think the perception is that old people are still very, very strong. And old people can still box with young guys. Example, people are using Garp as the flag bearer because all the other examples, I mean, Whitebeard, legend, he did amazing. But when you bring up someone like Don Chinjiao, it's like, man, he's not one of the guys. I'm like, okay, I hear that. Let's use Garp then. And for Garp, if Garp beats out Kiji here, it flips so many things on his head because that means that, just being old, we know for a fact being old isn't a detriment, right? Or not a detriment in and of itself. But you can be old and be the top tier because Aokiji's 100% a top tier. If Garp wins, it kind of puts the Gorosei in a different light because they're old. But that means someone like Kaido, even in their old age, all together, they should be able to hold off someone like that because
they still got the spunk.
Yeah, they should still have the spunk. So I don't know. I think this is just a game changer for us, because now I'm wondering, did the other Yonker know about this? Did Shanks know about this?
There's no way.
Remember when
Shanks maybe.
Because remember when Shanks pulled up, right? It was almost like they showed the respect to Shanks for sure. But I remember the blonde Gorosei, he didn't even turn his back. He's almost like, yo, what do you want, red hair? It was like, why are they so confident in the presence of a Yonko?
Yeah, and Shanks was like kneeling, like he was on his knee and everything. Like, I
Almost
really do
subservient.
feel like these guys are strong. I've been dogging on the Gorosei for the longest time now. Ever since they were introduced, I've been dogging on them. But it's not because I didn't think they were strong. I just think they're incompetent in certain events.
Yeah.
But seeing their showing here, it's like, yeah, no, these guys 100% without a doubt, they're fighters, they're strong. And even Eam, like the way Emu hits Sabo with just a random tail arrow thing.
Yeah.
Sabo took damage, bro.
Yeah. He's a Logia, so either he, didn't materialize, or it's hockey imbued naturally. It's different. It's different to be able to travel and hit someone like Sabo, and Sabo, he almost had the white eyes, man.
And the thing is, keep this in mind, Sabo, to a lot of people had Sabo in their top 10.
Yeah, some people did move Sabo up based on the Flame Emperor stuff.
And now, like, this dude's taking damage from an unnamed attack.
It's
like,
tough.
Imagine that.
It's tough. Nah, I think, I'm not going to put the Gorosei or Im on my top 30 if nothing changes. Like, if we never get any more power scaling stuff from them for the end of the year, I'm not putting them on my top 30. But I think some people may, because I remember before King, Queen, and Jack were even revealed, it was like, yo, I'm just going to put King, Queen, and Jack there because I'm just going to assume they exist. In this instance, the Gorosei, I think it's great that it's confirmed that they are combatants. Their devil fruits, again, the meta changed after Luffy's devil fruit changed. And Luffy being a mythical Zoan, I think now is showing just how powerful mythical Zoans can be. Let me ask you, what devil fruit type do you think is the strongest?
It's weird because Zoans, mythical Zoans specifically, they seem like the strongest devil fruits out there because they have multiple properties, like Kaido's, Luffy's, Marco's. They can do multiple things.
Yeah.
But the one devil fruit that Oda has not shown the full potential of is Logia's. So even though people kind of dog on Logia, saying they're useless after people have Haki, and I kind of agree, like Armin Haki kind of negs them, I do think Logias have something that hasn't been shown yet, which is their awakening.
Yeah, no, Logias for sure, they're at a place where we're waiting to see their full potential. Like, we got a glimpse based on Punk Hazard, but there's still a bit more we're waiting to see, considering that for the most part, they're at the pinnacle with the Admirals. But I think right now, if I had to pick, I'm still probably choosing a Logia, like an L, or I don't know.
Yeah.
I like Fujitora is a Paramecia though, but
Logia was Anel was a Logia.
Yeah, Anel was a Logia, but Fujitora is talking about his devil fruit, the Paramecia one. I did enjoy. I like the gravity fruit. I just think it's just so many capabilities with that. Also, again, the fact that Fujitora had bandages and the bandages were from Green Bull, more than likely, I think is hilarious. And I think, I'm not saying Sabo's a fraud. I don't think he's a fraud at all. I just think like the propaganda that he's the Flame Emperor is going to be, Oda's going to match that in regards to his strength. Like, it's not going to be like Sabo's, the Flame Emperor, but he's weak. He's going to be elevated because not much time has actually passed since Dressrosa, believe it or not.
Maybe like 2 months.
Maybe 2 months, right? And so we're at a point where it's like he's still growing and learning his devil fruit, but he already has a move that we didn't even see from Ace, right? So
people say that this chapter fodderizes Sabo. I don't see that.
I don't know what people are talking about.
Like this is Sabo running into the final villain plus 5
and trying to take them out himself, by the way.
And carrying handicapped dying Cobra.
This dude said, I would have liked to take them all down right here.
dude, literally, if you put Luffy in the same situation, yeah, he might do a little bit better, but he's not winning. I still don't think Luffy even is not ready for this stage, in my opinion.
Not even close. First of all,
No.
Luffy's getting hit by that arrow as well, right? Because that Luffy just gets hit by attacks. That's what he does. And Luffy might even get captured, right? And so it's just at this point, if Sabo probably continued to try to carry King Cobra, he probably gotten captured himself.
Yeah.
He probably gotten captured too. So,
bro, it's so funny. Did you see in 1083 when Sabo was talking about the flashback? He said, "Well, it's unfortunate what happened to King Cobra, but I'm cool with this.
Yeah,
I'm cool with Cobra dying."
It's really
that's funny. Man.
But it's misleading a little bit because now we have context of what happened. He was not cool with it. Like he was trying to save him.
Yeah, he was trying to save him. Cobra like stood up and he was like, "Yo, like save like Sabo. Here's my final mission."
This is Sabo
on.
like changing exactly what happened. He's like, I had to jump and stop Cobra, but he was already too far gone, so I just left him. Like Sabo, no, like that's not what happened. I understand you want to portray this hard exterior, but nah, you were
deep
bothered.
down he was sad.
He was bothered.
He was so sad.
Was
you see his
bothered.
eyes like they were blacked out and everything. He was like, "Yo,
yeah,
Cobra, what are you doing?"
Yeah, he wasn't feeling that, but
he wasn't happy.
I think overall, I'm excited for the Gorosei. I think I'm gonna go down a rabbit hole for a little bit about Zunisha and possibly being Lily and how to involve Toki as well, because I think this is really interesting. But any final thoughts on the Gorosei before we get out of here?
Well, have you seen the theory that the Gorosei might be based on where the wild things are?
Wait, what the hell? No, I haven't seen that.
Wait, you haven't seen it?
No,
bro. Like I saw this on Discord, Twitter.
Where
I saw
the
this
wild
on
things
TikTok.
are?
Bro, I swear to God, 400,000 likes plus. People saw the connection with the Gorosei, Emu, and where the wild things are.
I see.
Have you read that book?
I've never read the book, but I'm seeing the image now, and okay.
No, yeah, people are looking at the monsters and like, yo, like some of these people kind of match up.
Okay.
And then you got like if you look at certain images of this book, you have like the moon in the background. You have all of them carrying this little kid around. You see Shanks? Wait.
Hold on.
Hey, hold up. Where do you see Shanks?
I see Shanks, bro.
Is it the orange red haired one?
No,
what's up?
Yeah.
Oh, stop, bro. What? Like one of them. Here's the thing, though. Like some of this looks goofy, right? But stop me here, bro. One of them is a bird. One out of the 5 is actually a bird.
Yeah.
For no reason.
Yeah. I don't know.
I'm not a conspiracy theorist.
I
But
don't know.
It kind of fits.
I don't know.
Like I can't. It's like the Zunisha Lily thing, bro. Like I can't hate it. I can't hate it.
Where the wild things are. What are the odds? Okay.
What are the like? Hey, even compared to the thumbnail of the video, which we didn't even talk about yet, bro. Like we got like what? Saint Saturn being a straight up bull.
Yeah.
Like the blonde Gorosei just being a big version with teeth.
He's like a vampire, bro. And then I don't know what that's like an awakened orc for for Gandhi.
The Gandhi one? Yeah, the Gandhi one's just green for some reason.
Then we got a bird, right? Just like a dragon eel. I don't know. And then a fucking hippo.
I think before we end off, we have to explain the thumbnail because I think a lot of people will click onto this and they'll be like, "Yo, what the hell's going on here?"
Yeah, I mean, like the thumbnail is just sexy M, right? We got
sexy M, like emu, sexy, cool, like I'm down for it, right? Nobody's gonna complain.
Yeah,
but the Gorosei though,
yeah,
like, okay, so here's the thing too. Sabo knows what these guys look like. Sabo got a great glimpse. We don't. We have the silhouettes still, or the shadows, or whatever you want to call them. Sabo says, this looks diabolical. This looks like hell.
That's hell, bro.
If what Sabo is looking at is your thumbnail of the Gorosei.
That's hell.
You know what? That's hell.
That's
That's straight up hell.
That's hell, bro. Listen,
If I saw this, I'd be like, yo, these are the true beast pirates.
I'm telling you, bro. Like,
What is Kaido doing?
I want to shout out the artist. It was Achmun Zav who does it, who created
it's
his
so
art.
good. It's so
It's
cursed.
amazing, just cursed imagery of what the Gorosei look like based off of the silhouettes. We've done this before and we're never correct. So more than likely this isn't it. But if they look like this, it'll just be hilarious. Okay. But if I don't think M looks like that, because if M looks like that, I think I'm rooting for M at this point in the final war. You know what I mean?
No, same. You know what? If Emu looks like what is shown in the thumbnail, I'm gonna be on the agenda that Emu had a good reason to kill Joy Boy. If Emu is a baddie,
Come on.
I'm gonna be on Emu's side. Like it is what it is.
So it's like
right?
a domestic dispute.
Yeah.
That I mean,
Like,
but
what are you gonna say?
But here's the
Are
thing.
you rooting for the guy or the girl?
Here's the thing as well.
What's
If
up?
Emu's a baddie like this, I understand why Joy apologized to Poseidon.
He said, "Yo, I'm so sorry, man.
I'm sorry, I got some other things to do, bro. Sorry.
Yeah, hey.
Can you imagine the future of the
These
world at
800
stake?
years will pass by. Trust me.
they're gonna flow by like nothing. Time is relative. You know what I mean? Time is relative. But did you
Time
see
is relative,
M?
but this memory is forever.
Have you seen Baddie M? Come on now.
People have been drawing Baddie M, and it looks so good.
I know. M got to be a baddie at this point. Oda,
Will you be disappointed if M is a guy at this
I
point?
would. I would.
You would.
I would. Tired of old men being the villains. I'm like Oda. Oda's like, I'm tired of old men being the big bad villains of the movies. Let's make him a woman. Let's do it. I'm here for it.
I see it, man.
All right.
Like, I know Oda said that for Film Red, and that's why he created Uta.
Yeah.
But he has to feel that way deep down still, right? Like, he doesn't want to create old men that are strong. It has to be a baddie.
But the thing is, he already has old men that are strong in the Gorosei.
Yeah, the Gorosei, like, he can't go back on that
Come on.
design. Like, he already designed them.
Come on. We're good. We're
So Emu's the one person that he can switch up.
good. Mm-hmm. Because we don't know what they
feel
look
it.
like yet. Just make him a baddie. Just make him a baddie and we're good to go. But yeah. We no full breakdown today. We just want to talk about the Gorosei. So guys, like the video, subscribe. Sai's channel be in the title, be in the description as well. Sai, any last words?
Yeah, I like the blonde Gorosei from the thumbnail the most.
I
I think he looks the most cursed, man.
think
He's
I like.
gonna be haunting my
I think
dreams.
I like Onigashima Saturn, man.
Why? He's crossing his arms. Why do you like him?
Because like it's so intimidating, bro. Like
What? No, wait. Okay. Hey, hear me out. So you have a knock on your door, right? It's like what, like 4 a.m., 5 a.m. right now while we're recording this.
yeah.
Let's say you have a knock on your door. This bull Saint Saturn thing walks through it. Would you be scared?
I'd be fucking terrified. At least like with Sanji's dad, at least it's kind of like, all right, I expect something like that, right? I expect
Yeah.
something scary with teeth and stuff. I don't expect a walking bull with a beautiful beard, might I add, just walking through, just casually, just staring at me with their arms folded. That would scare the shit out of me, man.
I
Would
like how
scare the shit out of me.
we're not even paying too much attention to what seems to be like Biggs and Morgans, but with an awakening and a hippo with a mustache.
I mean,
And then Gandhi with a green Shrek coloring. Man, if you guys want to know what inspired this video, it's just the thumbnail alone.
That's it.
Like,
that's it. That's all.
I'm
That's
still
it.
staring at it.
It's epic. I think it's gonna go down in history. So
too
I'm
good.
happy. Ashman Zav. Ashman Zav. Yeah,
Ashman
created
Zav.
it. Link to the original will be in the description as well. But yeah, again, like the video, subscribe. Let us know what you think. We'll catch you guys in the next one.
All right, peace out, guys.
Peace.